Hello, my name is Rose Clarke Nanyonga. I'm the Vice Chancellor for Clarke International University, based out of Kampala, Uganda, East Africa. I was asked to give a testimonial about the strength of the African woman. And I wanted to use my own story as a background for that testimonial. I was born in a large African family with many children, many mothers, and a single father. By the time my father passed away in 1995, there were at least over 30 children altogether. That backdrop gives a bit of a structure and an environment in which we really had to struggle for almost everything. Having many children didn't necessarily mean he had the means and ways to support all of them. And that created a level of disruption growing up, coupled with the fact that I was born in the 70s, in the middle of a raging civil war in Uganda that evolved into another civil war in the early 80s. And so my childhood was very much shaped not just by this sort of unique family setup, but also the disruptions caused by the war. And that subsequently meant that my education background was also significantly impacted by those events. So my we desire for every child, girl or boy, to have equal access to education. We have believed for many years now that to create opportunities and empower children, particularly girl children, we must make education available to them. And so for me, really, my foundational years were not in any way reflective of a child that was poised for success. That I have been successful at all is a testimony to a lot of other variables, including, of course, individuals who have been very much committed and acted as a ladder or created ladders for me to pursue additional education. When I completed my primary leaving exams here in Uganda, I knew that I was not going to have additional opportunities to pursue education. It was the typical death of a dream for a child for me. Eventually, I was able to return to pursue secondary school education and completed. And then again, after that, I didn't think that there were other opportunities for me to pursue advanced levels of education because my family simply couldn't afford it. And I was then forced to enter into a level of a vocational training education that was really the only opportunity available at the time. And that eventually acted as a stepping stone in many ways. It opened doors. I was privileged to meet individuals, missionaries who were really keen on making sure that I returned back to education, and they supported the initial procurement of a certificate. So I went back and I studied and I acquired my certificate in nursing education to start practicing as a nurse with a certificate. Eventually, I was able to use that to enter into a formal university education in the United States, and was able to complete my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, and subsequently my doctoral studies completed out of Yale University. Using that background, of course, has been instrumental in positioning me for the work that I do today. The fact that I'm a president, I'm one of the 3 female vice chancellors in Uganda. There are over 61 higher education institutions. As you can imagine, it is a male-dominated arena, and it's very challenging to find female leaders at that level. And yet here I am. I'm committed to the agenda for empowering women, to empowering girls, and to creating opportunities for every girl child, and increasing those opportunities markedly with every opportunity that I have myself, leveraging the opportunities that I have had. I know how crucial it is for individuals to make commitments to enable children, just like I was enabled by individuals in my life who have been in my life for over 30 years now. So I hope that these conversations and these testimonials can be used for good, and they can be used to inspire other individuals to make similar commitments to enable children across the world and to make their lives a little bit better, one child at a time. So thank you for the opportunity to give my testimonial. God bless.